Hi, my boys. Um, I had court, I had court yesterday for spousal support. And your dad has to pay, and your dad was not happy about that. Um, uh, Anyways, I'm trying to make my own business right now. So then, when you boys, I would be able to leave you something, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, I'll show you how to make some candles and stuff. I'll show you on a private video. Neat, huh? So be doing candles. So I'm making candles. They're non-healing candles because I don't do that shit. I'm not gonna play those fucking games with people. Like, I know who I am and I know what I can do. They're just decorative native candles, pretty native candles. Cause I'm just so tired of this whole bullshit. At family court, not knowing what's going on and hearing all these things like you have to pay this and that to see your kids. These children do not know the court process. So, my boys, my offsprings, the court. I need to see the name. The judge is this one. This is the judge name. And there's another one too. The other one. And I was reading this one. I was reading this book. Page 407. You need to read. Shoot, what's the other one I had? Oh, that one's it. I can't believe I thought I had it. Where's that other one at? Judge Sherry's. I don't know, I should have drip up this one. No, this one's not the one. No, oh, there's this one. I guess it'll come out then. If it'll come to me, it'll come to me. But I guess. I wrote it down in a book somewhere. I know I did. I had to have. This is the school district one. if I did that. Reading a court. I made notes. I made these notes. For court. I forgot what I needed to do. Oh, the page 407 and 406 I was reading, and it was talking about the 39 infantry and the 116th division and the 746 tank. Oh, the 4th infantry division. Now, I don't know about the war stuff, but since history repeats itself, and then since I'm a medium, these people that have that passed away, that have fought for freedom, supposedly freedom, they were lied to. We thought they were the bad guys. I thought you were the bad guys, and I found out that it was none of those people that were bad guys. It was none of the people that, yeah. So they were murdered. All those soldiers, to me, the way they're coming to me with information, and I'm reading, like, it was a setup. They're like, yeah, they're pretty much, we were in a video game, we were avatars for these other people, using us, feeding us propaganda shit, bullshit stuff that we thought they were feeding, like they were feeding the ego kind of type thing. So they're like, I fought for and I didn't get to go home to the people that I love. Tell my kids I love them. So then they're like getting mad, getting upset, because they're like, now their loved ones are here, but they're stuck on a spiritual realm, Earth. Some are ghosts, some are not ghosts. So there's a spiritual word. It's a big okay. Like someone from Scientology did Scientology work and blah, 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 died and lived for it, breathed it, died. Hey, what's this about, you know? I don't know, this is not Scientology, but this is like another, you're here, you're dead, but I guess you're here because you signed a contract? What is this contract about? And I'm like, oh, wow. So now there's another contract because other people are doing the same thing. So then I'm talking to my dad. I'm like, Dad, there are a lot of people are saying they have contracts. What is that about? And they're like, well, you know that there's no contract. There's no such thing as a dead contract. But there is a universal contract, a law, a universal law from the stars. The universe gives us things to do on our own free will. So these people that have signed contracts, I'm setting them free to do their unfinished business, their karma, whatever they need to do. So there's a lot of spell work involved in that shit, because when you open Pandora's box, you get a lot of people like Hermes, entities, ghosts, people that were no longer here but served a purpose because they did their work here on Earth. So they are like spiritual guides, like that's so neat. I think that's neat. Like, you did all your work here, and you're considered like someone's like oh, like someone calls you an angel, like, yeah, that's cool, but you don't really like the name because anyone could have done it. You just happened to be there at the right time. But then you listen and you're like, you know what, I am going to help. You did it. But you didn't need to be reminded all the time, and you just do it because you know where it's going, because it's just that's you. That's the way your ancestors were raising you. So when you do things, your ancestors end up leaving. Certain people leave. Like I'm talking fast because I know the time's running out. When Papa died, my offsprings, Saturn was there. I don't know who Saturn is, but I'm going to know Saturn. So Saturn comes every once in a while. So Saturn will come back, and Saturn comes back, and Saturn's here now. And like it gives me the feeling of like you've grown, you've done this. Like I'm so proud of you. I'm like, and it brings my dad's spirit along more. So like, see, and my dad like bragged about it. See, I told you she had it in her. See, she's like me. She gets it from me. So then my dad brags about it. My dad's dead, but my dad's still here, and he brags about it. Like, see, she's me. She's me. Like, that's my child. She gets it from me. So my dad is like is saying like we're also getting the government to where it should be. The government needs to take responsibility for what they did. They did a genocide. This is a genocide. Hitler, so since I forgive my dad, and I think that's why Hitler is pushing me, because I do have to be thankful for what Hitler did, because it made me forgive my dad. Because when I was little, and me trying to understand, like, how did Hitler do with his kids? Was Hitler the same way with his kids? Or was Hitler like a fucking pure angel with his kids? I had no idea, because he was a fucking monster to others. So how does that work? My dad was awful to us, but he had mood swings with us, but he was an angel to others. Trauma, parents, other adult influences. Hitler was a baby once. Who was his teachers? Who were his teachers? It starts off with that. So I'm sorry, like, we shouldn't have been going to war. War was never the answer. So people are fighting, but we're fighting amongst family. Family fighting with family. It makes no sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So that's what I keep yelling. Like, they keep, make it make sense. And I laugh. Like, it's true. I'm writing shirts and writing stuff on my shirts and ironing on. I'm not taking pictures, because at this point I'm just like, I'm tired. Family members that I knew, or friends that I used to know, they're still posting shit like I'm crazy and making fun of me, mocking me. The whole city's mocking me, and I'm like, oh, keep going. But it's sad that let's never forget 9/11 and all those people that have passed away in 9/11. Even still, someone are still suffering. Suicide is prevented, and a lot of people committed suicide after 9/11 too, because of what they watched, what they've seen. Trauma happens. So during 9/11, a lot of people had, in high school, a lot of those people, I would say 90% of those people were laughing at people at 9/11. In high school, people were laughing. And then there was few that wanted revenge and wanted to kill all of them. Let's go to war. Those were the ones that were skinheads. There were very few of those. Nothing happened to them. Nothing happened to those kids. But yet, they served in the military. And, of course, Trump happened. So they're a part of the genocide. Those people that went into war not realizing, not understanding that they did. They were a part of the genocide. Those kids that are laughing, you're laughing at your own kids getting murdered in school. I told you. for like you talk about the chosen ones and these 144s, like these people that are trolling me, or yeah, um, what about these singers? You know, like the ones that passed away, or these stars? Weren't these also chosen ones? So if they are chosen, aren't they still considered to be chosen after death? Because to me, they're dead, but they're still doing the work of a supposedly chosen one. So, um, so if you're calling yourself a chosen one, then just remind yourself that even after death, you're still being called upon to help out. And if you don't help out, you get your own karma. And if you're bitching and complaining, that's just because you want to be there. You want to bitch and complain. And that means that if you're doing that, then that means someone else is that really needs you, that's really fucking needs you, you're ignoring them for whatever reason. This, and then you create your own cycle of misery. So when I offsprings, I was called ahead of time a medium psychic. I don't like using money. I don't like making profit off of money. I don't like making money off of people's pain. I don't like it because these spirits came for me for to free. Like they came to me for free, and like I'm not charging them. They're not charging me for this information. So why am I going to charge someone else for information that they're just, hey, can you do me a favor? Hey, you're here. Hey, you're able to do this. You're healed enough to where I can help someone else out. To me, that's an honor. Thank you. That's, to me, that's like giving someone a flower of like, to me, that's just amazing that spirit came to me and was like, I'm even getting emotional just thinking about it. Just like they're trusting me to relay a message to somebody. So when I get certain information of a celebrity giving me shit, it's like, well, you're whatever, however you want to do it. And I'm like, I just don't, I hesitate because it's like, well, first of all, it's none of my business. And then it's like, well, then I'm just no better than TMZ to me, you know? And they're like, no. Then they give me other information. And then I'm like, okay, I have to make myself clear, and they have to make themselves very clear on what I'm doing. Because, it's personal, it's sad, and everyone wants to go home to a family. Everyone wants to be loved. Everyone wants to be heard. Everyone wants to express himself. Everyone should be able to freely express himself. So that's what I'm doing for free. I miss you and love you, boys. And I am reading the ancestors want me to read this book more, because it relates back to now. I don't trust anybody. I still haven't had any conversations with anybody. I don't know if I'll ever see you again because the brainwashing. I have to convince people that schizophrenia is not real. And that's hard because talking to somebody that has schizophrenia, they're really convinced that they have schizophrenia. And they're like, no, you don't. You've just been a medium and you've been used and abused for too long. You've been under attack for too long. You need to be opened up now to accept that you've been lied to and you've been brainwashed. You've been severely abused, mentally, physically. And a lot of them probably been sexually abused as a child, and they've been brainwashed to say, no, it's all been the voices in your head. You didn't see it. Like, no, the brain doesn't work like that. I'm using everything in my power to know and see, and to, that's why it's very I'm taking responsibilities on not doing, like, just educating myself on what our ancestors had to go through and what drugs helped them cope with the pain that they had to deal with watching and seeing the genocide happen in front of them. That's where Hermes comes in, because Hermes tells me that PTSD and war symptoms comes up even in past lives, and that's why you get the mood swings, because another member is supposed to help you, and he connects that with, like, the soulmate and the soul connection. That's when people have soul tribes. I don't understand that. Or like the zodiac, people can relate to, oh, I'm going to use Scorpio because I'm dealing with a lot of Scorpios. Oh, you're Scorpio, you do this and that. I understand you. Like, I don't understand that. To me, I relate Scorpios with narcissists, or anyone that does the, oh, zodiac sign shit. I relate them as narcissists, because they're not who they say they are. Because you also reflect on your family. Who is the biggest narcissist in your family? You will probably take on that trait. When my dad's a Leo and my mom's a Taurus, they were like feeding off each other. Like it was like a bleeding, or like their traits became mashed into another kind of type thing. They're, even with me, I'm a Sagittarius, supposedly. And their ancestors are saying that those were leaders, those were blah, blah, blah. But I saw my mom as a leader, as a Taurus. And with my dad, I didn't see my dad as a leader, just as a, like, helper. Just, all right, I want to help out, I'm just going to do it. But I won't stand out too much. Creativity, or even helping out, like, hands-on, working, multitasking. Confident, but more confident when someone's backing them up. But if they have to prove themselves, they will either shut down, like, fight or flight. With my mom, fight or flight. She clocked out a long time ago. She clocked out when my dad cheated on her. How old was I? I have no idea. That was the first that my mom found out, I'm guessing. I don't know. But my mom didn't understand that, to me, what she did was damaging enough. Because to me, what she did, she shouldn't have done that. And my dad is telling me, no. I'm watching my own mother die in front of me. And I can't do anything about it. Just bite my tongue more and just tell the truth. I don't know my mom. I don't love my mom. I don't love her. I can't forgive her for what she's done. She knows what she's doing. I can't forgive her. Like, I'm literally getting what my dad's saying, like my closure from my mom. But I can't forgive, like, I can forgive my dad. I'm going to the gas station and I was so convinced, like, my mom didn't kill my dad. And my mom's like, my dad's like, I was a big part of it. Towards the end, my mom did not care. She's doing it to me. And my dad is saying, like, yeah, she was doing it because she was mad at me. She thought she was going to get that large sum of money. And when she didn't get it, that's when she started freaking out. And then I'm like, you really did do that, huh? So that's why my mom went into the hospital. She got sick. She made herself sick. By ignoring my dad, she made herself sick. Then my dad freaked out. Like, I can't let my wife go type of thing. Then my dad was already fragile at the time. And seeing my mom in the hospital like that already made my dad, like, stressed out more. And then going to dialysis on top of that. So that was hard. Having both parents in the ICU was difficult. Going home knowing that your husband is cheating on you and you have 2 kids crying, hungry, because they didn't get fed. Watching your sister tell you how stupid I am and you are, or whatever it was. So I was just grateful I got to go to you boys in your arms. I have pictures in that moment, my offsprings. I have pictures in that moment of you boys in my darkest moments. Knowing that I'm taking pictures like that, I needed those. So what my dad did after he died was it's coming up to light now, because I knew, but I kept trying to forgive your dad over and over again. So this is not new, this is old. But the people that I knew he's involved with hurt me, because I'm like, you too, oh fuck, like, oh shit. Like, so I'm like, Stephanie, it's not just you, wake up. Oh gosh, it's funny. Like, everyone knows Michelle Castro, so my offsprings. My boys, Anthony, Colin, Desi. I miss you and I love you so much, and just, that's why I didn't have friends. I tried to have friends, and I had my dad helping me, telling me, no. My dad's pissed at Daisy de Santiago. I know Angela has a lot of homeboys that are rooting for her. And I just think that is funny. Like, just, I needed the laughter, like, they weren't even supposed to be, they weren't even my pick. For your godmothers. It was supposed to be Stephanie's for godmother and Ricky Hicks. Then I found out Ricky would have done this. Ricky would have tried to take you boys. And if Ricky would try to take you boys, then you would have been with Jerome. And that would have been all planned out. Stephanie is not a mother. Stephanie does not care for kids at all. My boys, your body is your body and no one is supposed to touch you. And if a woman or a man is making you feel uncomfortable the way they're touching you, say, please don't do that. It touches me, or it's triggered me, or it's making me feel uncomfortable. I don't like it. And if they do it again, because one time is enough. One time is enough where you go, okay, this friendship is over. I don't need that shit. And that's up to you on that time, on the second time, where you want to take it. You told them one time's enough. You want to give them that opportunity for a third time? Or you want to fuck with them? Because you could do both. Just know that third time, consequences. So don't cry about it because you know what was going to happen. And if they're going to do it again, then you can proceed on fucking with them more, going, all right, motherfucker, you are not who you say you are. And you can label them and place them where they belong, and you have a right to do whatever the fuck you please with them. So that's what I've been doing. The people that I just know that, like a couple people that I met new, they troll me because they don't know. I just block them because I know you're not the person for me. So if you get bad karma from me, it's just because of your own thoughts. You're doing that. I just block them so that I don't have to deal with their negativity or their energy. Their guides are dealing with them. Their guides came to me like, hey, can you kind of like see what happens here? I'll do it. And nope. Sometimes our guides will be pushing, going, do it again, do it again. Because again, we are doing the work that the spirits can't do. They can make noises, they can drop all their shit if they wanted to. But what good it will it do? Like I tell them, well, can you like knock that down? Can you throw paper? Can you do this? Can you make me read right? Can you make me understand what this word means? Can you make me smart? No, it doesn't work that way. Can like I was telling you, Anthony, like remember when I was playing the Native American music and that big hawk came over, and you're like, I was listening to the music, and you're like, well, make it come down here. Like it just doesn't happen that way, It was just, he was just enjoying the music. He was just enjoying it, There's certain things that you can do, but that you have to really work for it and really focus your mind on it and make it happen. Like, okay, I want a big like clouds in the sky. I always ask for like a teddy bear, like a gummy bear, hearts, rainbow, like not like a rainbow, but like cloud, like fluffy clouds. In the clouds, you do see, sometimes, not every time they come. I do have it on camera, and you see little things in the clouds. That is like a circus in the clouds. You do see those. I do have some of that on camera, which is neat. Um, Not everyone, I don't think everyone can see what I'm seeing, but on the camera, my homemade camera, you can see something there. Numbers, remember we'll do the license plate numbers, for instance, like, okay, 333, okay, 111, we'll see the 1, oh, 000, we'll see the 30. Okay, now it's a 1, now we gotta see the 3 1s, or the 3 3s, or the 4 4s, in order, simultaneously, like back to back. And that's what would always happen, and that's been happening a lot lately, like yesterday. So that will determine my day. It's just like a radio that will determine my day on what's going to happen. So I'll see a lot of like hand prints or 5 prints on license plates, or even like planes, airplanes, or helicopters, trucks, big rigs, billboards, or commercials. So it'll be a form of that they'll talk to me. The spirits will talk to me, and then I'll ask my dad, like, "Hey, was that you, or was that the government doing that, or was that somebody else doing that, or was that a spirit doing that? Where is that coming from?" Um, and then I can determine. I'll ask my dad, like, "Hey, that person has the 333 license plate or a 47 license plate. Does he work for the government?" And then my dad will tell me, yeah, yeah, they'll have like a C on them, or like in their clothing, a C, or sometimes they'll wear baseball or like jersey uniforms to cover up with their bullshit, or numbers. They'll wear their numbers. So if they wear like a jersey number on them, I'll look up what that number means, and I'll look up the player's number, and I'll look up the player's number, and I'll look up the history of the team. And I'm like, oh yeah, they work for so and so, or that person, is doing something, whatever it was. I'll relate to it. I'll put that person in a place. Stadiums carry the energy, and they hold that energy there. So whoever is the heaviest prayer there, I'll feel it. So I'm feeling the ancestors. So your warranty is expired. And they gave me yesterday. I'm laughing. I'm crying and laughing, but they gave me a volcano. It's erupting. There's lava everywhere, and it's like someone's hand sticking out. And it's like your warranty is expired, and then everything goes into flames. It's like the Terminator. They're melting, and the phone is like they're still on hold, and they're saying, or like, your warranty is expired. That's the image I got yesterday. So instead of me dreaming about this stuff, I'm actually awake and like daydreaming, getting information, trying to figure out these court process, because it doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, because it doesn't, and I'm overwhelmed. But to do or not to do, I did. I'm doing. I did. I'm going. So I love you. There is an afterlife. I'm excited. These behavioral health systems do not work. The court systems do not work. There's still no clean, free water, and the rainforest is going away. Yeah. Yeah, we were told if we changed to plastic, we'd save the planet. But that turned out to be a lie. A lot of these people are not who they say they are. You are not the Father, or you are the Father and you know it, or we're taken away. The government, the United States, does not know how to raise a child because I have a lot of people that are in the spirit realm that are mad at the government. They want revenge, they want justice, and I'm here wanting the same thing. So I speak for the dead and I walk amongst the dead. October 16th was a very strange day. I'm still here. Yeah, but I'm not. I'm dead. Completely dead. Because I don't have you boys. I'm still alive and I do not want to be alive. When I'm getting abused and I have to watch my mom die and suffer like that. Like, it's disgusting. It's gross. I haven't been outside 3 years. Like, there's no reason for me to go outside like that. And when I go hiking, can't really go hiking because I get Karens ruining everything, trashing everything. It's like, I want to pick it up. I want to pick up the mess. But if I pick it up, I'm going to get sick. I get yelled at too by the ancestors. Pick it up. I mean, you can if you want to, but they're trying to teach you something. Like ADHD. It's like, oh yeah. So what I'll do is I'll come back to you later. I say I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you. I'll come back. And when I do come back, it's amazing.